In this video, I will show you how to use MailChimp for a lead capture form on your website. This is my main website here, and I offer a few courses. I'm just rolling this out now, putting it all together here. And if people visit this and they want to try the free course, they can click here and they can have access to my free course. But I don't want to just give them access. I'd like to know who they are. I'd like to send them a few emails and so on. So when they click here, they'll land up here. Now this is known as a squeeze page or a lead capture page. Goes by a few different terms. But if somebody wants access to the course, they put in their info, their email, and they hit go. And once they hit go, two things happen. One, their information gets automatically synced with my MailChimp account, and I'll show you how to do that. And two, they are redirected to a landing page. Okay, so first let's talk about this form. Where do you get this form? There's a plugin called MailChimp for WordPress, and I synced this up with my MailChimp account by entering an API key right here. And the way you get your key is if you're logged into your MailChimp account, click on your name, and it gives you the options for your account. And once you click on that, it gives you different information. Go to Extras. Extras will get you your API keys that you need to cut and paste. And once you paste it here, it will link up any list that you have with your MailChimp account. So now I want to go to MailChimp form, and I want to look at a form that I have embedded on my WordPress page. So we're going to look at this here. I only have one form at the moment. This is contact form 7 is what it uses. And in the settings area, when someone enters their info, I would like them to subscribe to, and this is the list that their name goes on. Do I want double opt-in? No, I don't. Do I want to update an existing subscription? Not really at this point. And what do I want to hide the form? Yes or no, it doesn't really matter at this point. What I want to show you is this. When they enter their information, they're going to end up here. We're telling the form where to send them. So what would that look like? Well, let's go to it and see. So someone enters their info, the info is sent to me, and here they are. They can now get on my free course. They can access all these different things that, well, they can only get up to part 6, I believe, without being a subscriber. So that's how the MailChimp settings work. So that's my form. And what I would do, again, I would get my short code, and I put that short code right here. So here's the back end of that page. What you're looking at here, and here's the visual editor. So you can access the course, and there it is. So there's another option that you may want to do. If you want to give somebody a free ebook, you would have the same setup. But instead of sending your people to a landing page with a course, they would go to a landing page with a download. So I created this test page. And let's say we want to give someone a free ebook. So they would get redirected to this link. We would copy it, go back to the MailChimp plugin forms, go to the settings, and instead of this being here, we would put in the one I just copied. We won't do that now, but then your users will be redirected. But how do they download the book? There's a plugin that you can use. It's called Simple Download Monitor. Now, with any plugin, you have to be careful. It can cause conflicts with other plugins. We know this. I've used this well with my sites. I personally have not had any problems. It's recently updated. There's over 10,000 active installs. So I'm okay installing this personally. But again, as with any plugin, it's up to you. Keep an eye on your site. Just a little side note. Let's activate that now. And so now what we have is the ability to upload a file, and let's see if that shows up here. There it is. let's go to downloads. Let's add a new one. And this gives us the ability to upload an ebook. We're going to call this, we'll just call it ebook. And now we need to look for the option to upload. Here it is. This is what your visitors are going to download, but first we got to get it in there. In my media library, I have already uploaded a sample ebook. So let's click on that and hit insert. And now I've got my file here, and let's publish this. Okay, that's great, but how do your users get it? That's the million-dollar question, right? First, let's make sure that it publishes. Take a minute here, depending on your speed of your computer and your internet connection. Let's go back to our edit page. If I were to refresh this page, we should have a new option. Let's see if we get a new option here. All right, page is now refreshed, and yes, look at, we do. We have a new button here, and this is the simple download monitor button. So I'm going to click this, and now I have an option to add something to download for my users. So there it is. There's the ebook. If I had additional options that I uploaded, we could have as many as we want, really. Now we have some display options. Do we want a fancy box around it? Sure, why not? What color would we like that button to be? How about blue? Do we want it to open in a new window? Sure, why not? And we'll insert the short code. There it is. Let's preview that. All right, so there it is. Ebook, download now. You can download that, and there's your free sample ebook, which is nothing but a free sample. Okay, so anyway, that's how you could do that. If you wanted to redirect them to your landing page, you can also email them a link. MailChimp will send out an immediate email. If you want to make sure that they've entered a legitimate email, then you could only give them the ebook by sending them an email with a link in it. So they would have to get the email and then click the link, and then they get their free ebook. However you do that is up to you. It'll depend on your experience. Okay, so I hope that you found that helpful, and if you have a question or anything, leave it on our Facebook page.